So, guys, 2024. Chase, you brought this to my attention. I think you're right. Could be the year of the co-op game, the co-op PvE. Get your group of buddies together, four
Mm.
players up to like, I don't know, 10, 16, how Enshrouded's doing their servers.
Yep.
There's just some bangers coming out this year, and we're pretty excited. We did a Helldivers video. A lot of you guys like that video. We are, pretty excited to try Helldivers, as is a ton of people, right?
Oh yeah.
It looks like it's going to be a really great co-op game, but really, before we can look too far ahead, we got to go backwards. We got to go into the past, right? And we are our age group. We're guys who grew up on the co-op game, right? Halo comes to mind first for me. What about you guys? What were some of the couch co-op stuff back in the day that some of these young kids don't even know about?
Jace, if you can guess mine,
I
will.
it has to be GoldenEye, right? It has to be.
No, before that.
Good one though.
Before that. That is a great one, and it is on the list. But the very first pure couch co-op game I played that I still hold as one of my fondest memories.
Contra?
Yes. Yes, man.
Yes.
Bro, absolutely. And there's actually not a remake, but remaster. Yep.
Yeah.
And man, did that unlock some memories that I had not thought about in a long while.
Yep.
Yeah. But you're right, man. Like, it started in Contra. That was where, and there was just something magical about it. You're there with your buddy.
Yeah.
You guys, it's like anything else. You're engaging in an activity together. And that's one of the most enjoyable experiences that we can just have as people, And when it comes to gaming, especially with our friends, for me, I want to feel that again. I want to get that same childlike splendor,
Yeah.
And that's what I'm seeing on the horizons, bro. There's this feeling is coming back.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for what's on the forefront here. But Jace, what's your first memory, man?
Yeah, man. I think I already said it. GoldenEye was my first major memory. That 4-player co-op, 4-player co-op and also competitive was the first time I truly felt connected beyond just like riding my bikes with my friends. It was like the game. It was the game.
And I'm going to date myself too, because I remember in high school having GoldenEye tournaments, right? And then, but as soon as I entered college, for me, it was all about Halo, right?
Yeah.
You're hanging with your roommates, you're on the couch, you're playing co-op campaign. I mean,
that was it.
It was awesome, right? Even talking about sports games like NBA Jam, like all the things where you're playing with buddies. It's all we had, right? It was before really online games had made their mark, before Xbox Live. This was kind of our childhood in a way, playing these co-op games. And just as things always do, there's progress, right? And eventually you had Xbox Live, you had all these massively multiplayer games coming out, and at some point it changed from co-op to live service. Why do you guys think this is happening now, or why is this so important now? Any thoughts?
I mean, I'll take the psychological route. We're seeing a full circle here. The next evolution of our generation, we're the ones that are aging. So I think we started out with a co-op, and then gaming grew, and it grew till it got to MMO styles. And then we've milked that for a while now. And now our generation that started with the first went through the evolution. We're getting to an age where we're starting to miss those days. So it's like we're reversing a little bit. We're going to start to let's go back to basics this time. And I think this is just how societies and humans function. Things ebb and flow, fads come and go.
Is there any more to it, Chase? Is it the developers are deciding to make really good co-op games? What are you thinking?
I think Scotty nailed it. I think it is a lot of psychology laden. I think there's a lot of like coming back to what we knew. We've been through all the technological advances as millennials, and I think we've seen what we can see, and now we see what we see, and we're like, no. We want to take it back. We want to take it back because And I know developers are catching on to that too. I mean, we see these boomer shooters coming back, but I
Boomer
love these
shooter.
games.
I love
But
it.
I love these games. It's like the Doom-esque games, the Duke Nukem
Sure.
style,
Yeah.
designs like that. The design languages are kind of falling back into that realm of the early days of 3D realms, the early days of and so they're all tapped into this nostalgia for us almost exclusively now. And it feels that way in a lot of games. But I really think at its core, it's just getting back to fun.
What's
Yeah,
happened is
simply.
we moved when we went through that transition, they just eventually, like anything else, you just start to juice the lemon all the way
Yep.
through. And
Yep.
people experience burnout and they're ready for change. And it becomes so saturated that you just are like, I need a reset. Let's wipe it clean. Let's go back to what's fun. And then build
I
from there.
think that is
the
a
fun.
lot of it, Scott. And I would take it
Yeah.
a step further. I think when any new fad comes out, right, in the gaming genre, anywhere else, you have the people who are new to the scene, right, who do it
Yeah.
first.
Mhm.
Then you have people who refine it and do it the best.
Mhm.
And then you have a bunch of people who do it really poorly. And so I
Mhm.
think in the live service era, we're getting to a point where, like you're saying, Scotty, some of these devs are trying to milk it. We have these, games that are coming out. Oh, we're going to support this for 10 years. And then after 2 years, they cancel it.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? So in a way, I think people are just like, even younger generations who didn't know couch co-op, like you said, Chase, these games are just fun, right? You only need
Yep.
one or two. You go online, you have a fun experience. It's
Yep.
you don't feel like you're getting nickeled and dimed. At least
Oof.
in Helldivers, it looks like it's hopefully not going to be that way. You know what I mean? Like you're going to get what you pay for up front, hopefully.
Yep.
And so I think it has a lot to do with the state of live service, in my opinion. And so I think we're going to see a boom this year of all the couch co-op. And speaking of the boom, I know there's a lot of stuff announced. Maybe you guys pick out what's been announced, or maybe something that you can foresee in the future that's maybe coming out.
For me,
Yeah.
it's Helldivers right now.
Okay.
Like I mentioned in the last one, Anthem and Outriders left me wanting more. Helldivers is 4-man co-op, one more than
Totally.
Remnant, and it's more, I would say, my style of play, just a little comedy with some cool looking weapons, and the gameplay
Super
looks fun. It looks like it's something that you don't have to grind endless hours on. You go for what you want. You buy upgraded gear, whatever you want. And it just looks like, again, that balance between not too time consuming and just enough fun to have when you get on. Even if it's for an hour, like you can feel, hey, I had fun for an hour. And on those Friday and Saturday nights when we play longer, man, I'm sure we're going to be putting in hours into this game.
I'm the same. I am super excited about Helldivers too. I mean, I didn't even play the first one, and I'm so excited. And then I go and find out I have 10 other friends who actually played it. So it was kind of a sleeper, honestly. But now it's getting that traction that it needs.
For me, man, I know it's on the horizon. I don't think it has a release date yet, but I'm pretty sure Ubisoft is in the development of the next Splinter Cell title. And I am a sucker for stealth games. I love doing couch co-op with Splinter Cell back in the day, even online co-op. And so this year is going to be a banger for co-op games. If you want to play some games with us, jump in the Bad Cuz Dad Discord. We'll leave the links below. And yeah, we'll see you on the server.